Good morning, good morning, good morning. Greetings and good morning. This morning we're going to talk about how to choose the right coach for you. So, if you've been looking for a coach, if you've been thinking about it, may be time for you to get a coach, whether you're an advocate, whether you're whatever you're doing in your business. Good morning, Doretta. Good morning. This morning we're going to talk about how to pick the right coach for you. So come on in for those of you who have been looking for a coach and you're trying to decide. Let's have this conversation. For those of you that have a coach, please put comments in the section of what great things made you look for the coach that you have. So, as we get started, I am Andrea Merriman, your creative harmony coach and master domestic violence help coach, bringing you each Monday through Friday Andrea's Morning Tea Chat. Good morning. So as I was been contemplating and thinking for the last few days, especially after the conference I went to last week, and I always think about this, and I've heard different things, and we talk about choosing a coach. So when knowledgeable in what, yes. So when you start in I wanted to talk about this because I've seen so many conferences going up, so many events going up, and they have multiple coaches in there. Buy my item, get my item, and not necessarily in that way that they're trying to sell you because they're giving you valuable information. But what I've started seeing is you have to listen to what your voice, inner voice, is saying to determine which one of those are right for you. So I have a couple of tips I'm gonna give out. And thank you, Doretta, because some of yours are different from some of what I have. So this is giving you even more than my 5+ bonus tips. And the first one I have is your vision. You have to know your vision of what you want and how you want that. You need to know where you're going to. And the reason you need to know your vision and be clear on your vision is because once you hook up with somebody else, especially if you join a mastermind and there's more than one person, you're going, oh, they did that. I can do that. Oh, they did that. So you have to have a clear foundation on your vision. If you're not clear, unless you're going to a clarity coach, if you're not clear, then it's going to be hard for you to understand what exactly you need. And you may not be crystal clear. Like I said, there's a lot of coaches out there that are clarity coaches and they can help you niche that down. But you need to at least know what your mission and your vision is. The second thing I say you need to know is know what you need in that area. And that's one of the ones Doretta here has told us that to and she said knowledgeable in what support I need. And that's my second one. You need to know what you're looking for. If you don't know what you're looking for or what you need, you may get someone, oh, I like her, and then but her coaching style and her coaching information is not what you need in that moment for your business. So be clear on your vision and know what you need to help you get there. Now, I know you're going to hear things like you don't know what you don't know, and that's true. But what I'm talking about is your basic things. You're going to a coach to increase your knowledge, but you need to know the basic things that are going on so that you can pick the right person to help you with that. The third thing I have is watch how they show up. And I use the word lightly, stalk them. Look at what they're doing. Look at how they're showing up. Look at how many times they say, I'm going to do this, and they actually do it. Go to some of their events. Listen to how they interact with their peers, and listen how they interact with people that you don't know whether that's their client or not, or how they interact with their clients. Are they constantly just talking about, oh, this person is my client and did this, and not to the point of testimonial, but to the point of that they're just bragging on that person? Because you don't know where that person started before they got to this coach. So you want to look at how this is happening, how they're showing up, how they're interacting with people. I know one of my first coach that I got, I know I watched her, yes, watched them for the fruit. I know my first coach, I watched her 6 to 9 months, just not even interacting with her, just going in, listening to what she said, watch what she did, watch the shenanigans she did, because she was all over. I mean, she was really personable with what she was doing before I decided to make an investment in myself through her. And you need to understand that's what you're doing. You're making an investment in yourself through that person. So you need to determine if this is the right person to help you with that investment role. So and then, and I already spoke, listen how they interact. And that interaction could be someone who disagreed with them. How do they handle that? I'm a firm believer that a business is not determined whether it's a good business or not through how they handle the good things, but how do they handle the problems? How, excuse me, how do they handle the people who disagree with them? And then number 5, that coach should be 5 to 10 steps ahead of you in the area that you're going to have them coach you on. Are they ahead of you? I know so often we want to use our friends. We feel obligated to buy a book from your friend. If that friend's business in the area that you want coaching in is not 5 to 10 steps ahead of you, you're not obligated. Matter of fact, you're not obligated anyway. But I'm talking about friendship and people's attitudes. You don't have to be on that person's list of clients. I love you. I support you. We're in this together, but you're not what I need to my next step because you're on the same step that I'm on. And don't feel bad about that. We can support each other in many different ways. That friend that's a coach, you can support them being a speaker on their platform, being an ambassador for them, helping promote their business. Those type things are support that we need from each other also, but you don't have to be in their coaching program if they're not the person that is 5 to 10 steps ahead of you and giving you the information you need for your next step. And I really want to reiterate that because I hear so many times how people are saying my friends don't support me, I don't get support, but they don't realize what support is. Sometimes my friends' support is just us sitting there and brain dumping on each other, or sharing a downtime with each other, or sharing, this is what I'm doing next. Do you have any ideas to go with that? It don't all have to be about the money, but you do need to invest in something, in someone, as you invest in yourself. Which leads me to the last quick tip. Do they have a coach? I cannot reiterate it enough. And I know I step on toes and some people don't agree, but I need you to understand that if you're looking to hire a coach, you need to find someone that has been coached. If you have someone who's never had a coach, who's never been through a coaching program, who doesn't feel that they need a coach because they know it all, that person probably is not a good coach for you. Now, I know there's an exception to rules, and I'm looking at that as in someone who has been doing this in the corporate world and they had mentors in that area. But for the most part, if that person doesn't have a coach, doesn't think they need a coach, is not trying to get with someone so they can be ever learning, then that person, as my experience, is not a very good coach. So that's just my thought. I wanted to share that little bit of tea with you this morning. Just want you to start thinking about that, because there's so many. I see a lot of events coming up. I see a lot of talks coming up. I see a lot of people putting coaches at the forefront. And in this arena, that's where we are, and that's what we do. And you know, I'm even a coach for domestic violence coaches and advocates. So what does that look like? How do you determine whether you as an advocate need a coach? Well, I'm a coach and a trainer, so it depends on what you need for your next. Are you trying to work on personal development pieces as well as programming? So you need to look at those type things before you determine if that's what you want to do. So I just wanted to share that this morning. Hopefully that was some good tea for you. And I hope, thank you, Doretta. Yes, save you some time and some money. So I want you to think about that this morning. I've got something coming on in the make. So I want you, if you're around on Halloween night, I don't celebrate Halloween, but that night I want to do something for my leaders. We're looking at something. I talked to one of my sisters yesterday, and just plan on, we're going to do something live. So just plan on saving that date if you don't have anything. And until tomorrow, because I believe today is Thursday. Yes. Until tomorrow, I do pray that you continue to have hope, harmony, and happiness in your life. Bye for now.